Welcome back. I'm Shakira Hawkins, and as more people turn to personalized health and wellness, advanced technology is complementing traditional methods. So joining me today is Sam Tejada, health and wellness expert. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Shakira, it's a pleasure.
Yes, very much a pleasure. Can you explain what is biohacking, and are you guys seeing a shift towards how people go to the healthcare industry?
We are. So people are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. So biohacking is oneself being able to biohack their own biology, right? Figuring out exactly what your body needs so it can perform at its peak levels.
Awesome. So that's very interesting. And you're also the author of How to Win in Modern Wellness.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about this and how can people take advantage of these new, technologies?
Yeah, absolutely. So How to Win in Modern Wellness, I published a book about 8 months ago. And what I did is I built some strong relationships in the industry. So all of those are my different competitors. So in there you have top doctors, CEOs. And what I did throughout the 10 years of doing this, I built those strong relationships with the competitors, and I gave them all a chapter in the book. And we're all talking about how we're winning together in this world of modern wellness. So based on your question of how we're helping people, so what we do is we take different tools, diagnostic tools, to allow people to really get that good bird's eye view of what's happening with their health. That means doing comprehensive blood work, body composition analysis, so they can see what their body's made up of, not just total weight. We're looking at lean mass, we're looking at visceral fat, we're looking at regular adipose fat, and then we're also looking at other things like how their metabolic health is functioning by doing the RMR, which stands for rested metabolic rate. That gives us the opportunity to take those different diagnostics, those results, and customize programs for these patients.
Absolutely. So it sounds like the key word I keep hearing is personalized. Can wellness be catered to an individual?
It can, and that's the way you want it. You don't want these big fad diets and fad exercise things that are out there. You want it to be personalized to the individual, right? Because I'll give you an example. If someone's feeling tired, how do we know it's not a micronutrients deficiency, or it could be something related to stress, or it can be a hormone imbalance? So I don't want to just start taking certain vitamins if that's not going to correct the issue. So it really needs to be personalized to the individual so they can actually see the results that they're looking for.
Yeah, and then once we get these tests and we get more information about the individual, how is this customized into a program?
So the way we customize it into the program, depending on what their deficiencies are, based on all of the different tests that we do, then from there we start putting nutritional programs together, exercise programs, also different type of supplementation with pharmaceuticals, right? We utilize peptides and some different type of medications, and then from there we actually trend all of their results to make sure that they're actually trending in the right direction.
How has the response been so far?
It's been great. So one of the things that we do is we allow the patients to track a lot of their own personalized health data utilizing a lot of the wearables that are out there, right? So I wear Oura Ring wherever I go. So the Oura Ring gives me all of my different sleep data, gives me my heart rate throughout the day, my oxygen levels, and it'll actually trigger different notifications on my phone if it's showing that I'm like standing still too long and not moving my body. So, the wearables are very critical for you to really understand your health, understand how you're sleeping, how you're recovering, if you're taking the appropriate amount of steps throughout the day, right, and making sure you're moving your body. So that we use those tools to really help progressing in the right direction.
Very interesting. Okay, so where can people find your book and how can they just learn more information?
So finding the book, Amazon, it's available. And if they want to find more information on the company, Liquivida, they can go to liquivida.com, or they can find me at Sammy_Tejada on Instagram. I try to put a lot of message out to help people. It might be just one sentence that they need to change the trajectory of their health. And then they can also just Google me, Sam Tejada, and they'll see everything that pops up.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sam.